channel you're going to use, who's in charge, all that kind of thing. A marketing plan is to do the same thing for your agency's image, which is very interesting that we'll spend weeks and weeks to plan for a 2-hour event, and we have no written plan for the image of our agency, which without a positive image for our agency, we lose resources, we can't recruit, we can't retain, and if you have an elected sheriff, they might not get elected, and if you have an appointed chief, they might lose their spots. So you think, well, should we have a plan for this very important image? Marketing plan, that's basic format on a marketing plan. It includes these business terms you've heard, but have direct application to what we do. And that includes your image, competition. If you don't know what image you're seeking to strive, what you're striving for, and your people, your employees don't know, what are they supposed to guess? Because you just presume they know, and they don't. So let's talk about one element of marketing plans, which has to do with target markets. The most common mistake I see regarding, because I know this is social media and internet, so I want to talk about that briefly, like websites. Biggest mistake I see in police agencies' websites is I can't tell who the target market is of the website. In fact, it looks like it's ourselves, because it starts, ours used to say, Field Operations, Region 1 Chief. If you're a member of the public, they can care less. Local, hyper-local. Talk to me. I want to hear about me and what I want. And I know you sheriff guys, you're all really proud of yourselves, but I really don't want to hear what's going on 100 miles away from when we are speaking via social media or other avenues. We want to know, is our message being directed to the public? Is it being directed to the media, who will then inform the public? Is it to our own employees, who we, by the way, they're the first people we forget about. My entire career, remember as a deputy, I learned what we were doing as an agency in the news media. And that means I got the news media's perspective of what we were doing as a police agency. And I wasn't particularly fond of it because it wasn't always balanced. But I did get lots and lots of briefings on training bulletins and very technical things, and I got information overload on policy. And so what we've done is we have a whole internal marketing campaign as well, just to keep our own people informed about the great job they're doing. To that end, this website is designed, the left column and the right column are consistent. You can always find what you're looking for in the same place. And the center is essentially a news site. We've got headline news, top stories, and so on. And we are covering ourselves as a news story. And one of the things as we were designing this, people, where are we going to get the pictures? Where are we going to get the pictures? And the answer is, if you build it, they will come, especially the younger deputies. We have retired deputies and civilian volunteers that are taking a lot of these pictures. And nowadays, with the way smartphones are, you can take a high-resolution photo. You just got to teach the guys a little bit about, look, I don't want a picture of the fire truck by itself and a picture of the deputy by himself and a picture of the canine by itself. Could you step back 10 feet and get them all in the same picture? So through trial and error, they're getting better. Another thing is the 52 language translator that's on here. 1 out of 3 people that lives in LA County was born outside the United States. That is a key part of our population. I'm not going to click on it because I don't want to slow things down. It's a Google translator, so it's not perfect, but it does get the message of what we're trying to say. And if you don't speak English, it's wonderful. And we get hits on this website from over 100 different countries, and almost 200,000 unique hits. That's different people, not just hits. But up to 200,000 hits a month, and if we have something really big going on, like a couple of cases that you've seen in the news, it goes up even more. So we have that I wanted to show you. Also is that these upper links up here, these are secondary home pages. This site is designed for our target market, the general public. Sure, other law enforcement, the media, and so on, they like it too, but our focus is the public. No terms, no nothing on here that says Field Operations Region 1. That doesn't mean anything to them. The upper links are secondary home pages. So LASD Family, we can create an online internal publication for our employees. We're linking to news stories as well as creating our own. Get the line personnel to move away from what is part of our police culture is the super humble. Well, the super humble is getting their budget cut, and they're losing staffing. And so because the public doesn't know what a great job they're doing. And so we have gradually, by creating the platforms and the places, and you'll do it through social media as well, if you create those platforms and those ways to put it out, maybe not that officer will tell you, but his buddy will. And all we need to do is find out about it, and then we start applying the pressure of, hey, you need to put yourself out there. And yeah, you're going to get teased in the locker room, but you're going to make us all look good.